Hello friends, this is Gunjandeep Singh Khera. You are watching Tech Explainer, and from today we are going to start a new series by the name Techwise. So basically, what's the purpose of this series? Well, we want you to take better decisions while choosing your technology. And a lot of times, a lot of companies use technical jargons to misguide their customers. So here we are going to take examples of all such tech jargons and help you decide better. And the first company on our list is Samsung. And today we are going to focus on the Samsung's S21 and S21 Plus newly launched flagships. So friends, if you probably ask anyone about S21 and S21 Plus, or for that matter about S20 and S20 Plus, people are gonna say that these phones have their regular triple camera setup. A normal camera, an ultra wide camera, and a telephoto camera. But that is not the truth. The truth is that actually, for all the purposes apart from 8K video recording, one of those cameras is useless. Well, actually, the truth of the matter is that, as you can see on your display, the rear cameras of S21 and S21 comprise of a 12 megapixel primary lens with f1.8 aperture and 79 degrees of field of view. There are 12 megapixel ultra wide with 120 degrees field of view, and the so-called 64 megapixel telephoto lens has actually just 76 degrees field of view, which means it is just a 28mm equivalent lens. Now, if you see the specifications of the 12 megapixel primary and 64 megapixel telephoto, you would notice that there is not much of a difference in their field of view. Also not in their focal length, which is 26mm and 28mm equivalent respectively. What does that mean? Well, that actually means is that the so-called 64 megapixel telephoto lens is just 1.07x optical zoom. So how are they zooming in then? You see, the zoom that is achieved is actually hybrid. It's not optical zoom. The lossless form of zoom that Samsung is advertising is basically they are using the 64 megapixel camera, cropping from the center of that lens and giving you 3x zoomed images. So they are not actually 3x optical zoomed in images, they are just crops from a high resolution sensor. So why are we saying that Samsung is misguiding here? Because Samsung uses the term 3x hybrid optical zoom. Now, most of the people are just gonna consider that okay, the lens has 3x optical zoom, but it is not. Samsung is just using technical language to hide the fact that it is basically just providing its customers with two usable lenses. The purpose of the 64 megapixel so-called telephoto lens is just for recording 8K video. I don't know how many of you have 8K TVs to watch it, but personally I believe 4K video is more than enough and 8K is just an overkill. It is just a marketing gimmick, and it would have been a lot better had Samsung provided us with a proper telephoto camera with a different perspective and actual optical zoom, which would have definitely resulted in much better optical zoomed in photo quality. But no, Samsung, for the sake of marketing gimmick of 8K video recording, has given us just two lenses, a 12 megapixel primary and a 64 megapixel lens, which are actually virtually identical lenses. They have got no difference in their field of view or their focal range, and hence we are struck with one extra camera which is just nothing more than a gimmick. So friends, personally I am against companies using such technical jargons for the sake of their marketing and for the sake of their benefit and misguiding the customers. What are your views on this thing? Please comment below, and if you like this video, it would be really very helpful, and a sub to the channel will be massively appreciated. And stay tuned for more such videos, and see you in the next one.